Hi Megan! So, it's been a little while since I made a video because I have been gone, and I'll tell you about all that in a little bit, but I cannot believe how quickly this summer has gone by. It feels like just yesterday we were finishing finals, and now I can't stop thinking about how close we are to being back to school. It makes me want to cry. Well, not that much. Actually, a little bit. So, I've been gone on vacation. It started out, I had my last softball tournament, which went pretty well. We got 9th out of 116. That was good. Tryouts are actually this Sunday already. So, vacation. Well, we finished softball, and then we drove straight to DC because my dad had like a work convention thing. And so while he was at that, me and my mom and my brother explored like the area around our hotel because it was at like this, I think it was like Washington National Harbor or something like that. And so it was this pretty area and there were like statues all over. From there, we drove to my aunt and uncle's house because my dad was still at work and we wanted to visit them, and they like said they would take us to places and see stuff. And so first we went to Gettysburg with my uncle, and we got to see all these monuments and memorials. The entire area where the battle occurred is like filled with plaques and statues and all sorts of things, because everyone who fought in the battle, like, they came back later and wanted to honor their little groups that fought. And then there was like a grave site, and it was really pretty. And let me tell you, living in Illinois has given me this weird perception of what the rest of the country looks like, because I feel like the entire America should look flat. But then you get out of Illinois, and there are hills and mountains everywhere, and I don't know what to do about that. I feel overwhelmed. And so Gettysburg, it's made of hills. I just don't know how anyone could fight there. The second day we stayed at my aunt and uncle's house, my dad happened to get out of work early, so he took us into DC, the city, and we had planned on going to the Holocaust Museum and like the Smithsonian and everywhere like that. But we got there, and the Holocaust Museum was sold out. I don't know why, but so I didn't get to do that, and I was really sad about that. And we didn't get to do the Smithsonian either because everything closed at like 5:30, and we didn't know that. So we ended up just walking around the mall. It's called the mall. And we saw a bunch of like statues and monuments. My favorite was Lincoln. I love Abraham Lincoln. So seeing his gigantic person sitting in a big chair made me happy. And then the next day we drove to Virginia Beach. And that was supposed to be like a 3 to 4 hour car ride. It turned into 7 hours. Virginia is horrible with traffic. I don't know, it's just horrendous, and I've never seen anything like it. We were stuck in a traffic jam for like 5 hours. It was bad. But we got there, and so I didn't get to swim the first night we got there because it was late. But I got to like explore the area, and we took a walk on the beach at night. But then the next day, I woke up really early to see the sunset, because that was just something I had to do. So I sat there for a while, and then we went to the beach, which was magnificent. And I thought that I was going to be scared when I got there because, I don't know, there's something about the ocean that's really intimidating. You can't see what's around you, so you could be next to animals, fish, or sharks. So I thought I was going to be terrified, but I quickly got over my fear of the water because I was practically a fish out there by the time we were done. I love the ocean, and it's like my favorite place now. That was probably my favorite part of the whole vacation. Then the next day we were at the beach all day again, and it was my brother's birthday. Yeah, so we went out to eat. And then after that, I think this is like Monday, we got back on the road to drive to Kentucky because we were making our way back home. So we sat in the car for 9 hours and got to this inn in the mountains in Kentucky, and it was in like the middle of nowhere. There were just some cabins scattered, and so there's mountains all around, and this, I think the forest was called the Daniel Boone National Forest or something like that. and it's filled with these arches, natural arches or land bridges in the forest because the mountains are really old. So like the water that comes through it eroded the rocks, and so they make like arches, and they're really interesting. Everything about it was beautiful, and we went on some hikes. Me and my dad went on a very weird hike with lots of steep walking, and that was an experience. And then we drove home, and now I'm back here. I'm kind of sad about that. It's like post-vacation blues. Now I get to think about school, and about how I should probably reread the books we had to read this summer, even though I really don't want to. But I feel like if I don't, I'm going to fail the tests we're going to take in the first week of school. But I'm really scared about my classes and stuff. My worst fear each year before school starts, when I get like my schedule, is that I won't have lunch with anyone I know, and I don't know, it just really gives me anxiety, because what if I'm alone? I'm so bad at making new friends. Like, I can be friendly and all, but it just scares me, and I don't know why. It's not a good thing, because I have really bad people skills. Actually, you know this. We're kind of in the same boat with this. I'm not good with them. Well, now the only thing I really have to look forward to is possibly getting a dog in the near future. And by near future, I mean like the next month or two. I really hope this is soon, because I think I'll cry if I have to wait any longer to have an animal. I've never really had a pet. I've only had fish, and they all die within the next 2 weeks after I get them. I miss you, and it's been forever since I've seen you. Well, I hope that your summer has been everything that you hoped it would be, and hopefully I get to see you soon. And I hope you get to make a video soon, because I know you're kind of out in the middle of nowhere and you've been running around all over the place the past month. Well, hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye, Megan.